Today, I will discuss how to unlock financial freedom through healthy living. Although fitness and finance are two different fields, they depend on each other for growth and success. Why do I think this? The fundamental truth is longevities and adaptations. Longevities is defined as long life. On the other hand, adaptations is a process of getting used to change. These definitions are entirely different, however, they have something in common. They both need a proficient management of time. Longevities is the amount of time given to us. Adaptations is about how we can use that time effectively. That is what fitness is all about, healthiness and adaptations. Now, what about financial freedom? The truth about financial freedom is that it is subjective for the individual that is working toward it. It is about if the individual wants to reach freedom or power. The reason why I mention this is because there are two financial purposes in life. The truth is that freedom is about peace and contentment. Meanwhile, power is about competitions and status. What if the individual want to have financial freedom? They need to know that they have enough wealth. If they want more, it will turn into power. Power is necessary if we are seeking for wealth in the beginning phase. However, it can trap us in the later phase. This is not healthy behavior. This be mentions. How can we reach financial freedom? I have mentioned before that financial freedom and fitness are about longevities and adaptations. I also mentioned what these words means. Therefore, I will now mention why these words matters. Let's start with why longevities and adaptations matter for financial freedom. For longevities, the truth is that if we want to be rich like a millionaire, it will take decades, which is what longevity is all about. That is why we need to be consistent with our saving and investing rate. Becoming a millionaire is all about status. As I mentioned before, if we do not have status and power, we don't have to prioritize becoming a millionaire. It will come to us soon if we are consistent. This is about compound interest, the backbone of finance. There is a strategy called dollar cost averaging. This strategy is about investing a fixed amount of our income into an investment platform monthly. The saving rates for the investment should be 20 to 25% take-home pay. This is a long-term strategy that will need consistency. The compound interest will come from dividend yield or the increase in capital gains through years and decades of investing. When the years and decades of investing comes, we will be older. Therefore, we can never be the same as we once before. This is why we need to be healthier, wealthier, and wiser every day. Because the truth is that if we do not change our environment, the environments will change us. It is like the analogy of rust. If we do not maintain and take care of our metal equipments and vehicle, there will be rust. With rust, the tools will not run the same as it used to be. It will be stuck, and it will not be useful anymore. It will be a liability. This is exactly like us when we get older. We need to change this because our organs cannot be the same health as before. We need to either enhance it or maintain it. Every organ is important. However, one organ stands out the most. Our brain is the headquarters of all other organs. Without it, our bodies would not move the same. Without brain dimensions, we cannot leave out the minds. What is the difference between the minds and brains? The brain is a physical organs made up of neurons and neuron transmitters, while the mind refers to our thoughts, feeling, perceptions, conscientiousness. To be healthier, wealthier, and wiser, we need to maintain both. How do we do this? We need to seek out guidance, truth, and knowledge. Learn from experts and past experiences. We have talked about longevities. Now, what about adaptations? This is about debts and income. How is debts and income related to adaptations? For us to be richer in life, we need to decrease or almost entirely eliminate debts over time. Meanwhile, we need to increase our income throughout the years. With each change of debts and income amount, we will always need to reflect on and manage it. I mention this because we do not want to live over our means and inflate our expenses through a luxury lifestyle just because we can make more money. This is not financial freedom. This being said, What if we do not want to be financial free, but rather want to be rich, to buy luxury products like sport cars or mansions? This is actually a strong motivation for many people who want to be rich. Some people can even sacrifice their own relationship and well-being for the chance to show off their richness. This is fine to achieve. However, there is a wrong and right answer to doing so. The right answer is to not show off your richness through the use of huge amount of debts. If you're doing so, you're living beyond your means. This is when you use debts to buy products that are way beyond your budget amount. If you do not realize this, you will be trapped in a rat race for decades to come. We have to keep a budget. Then, when our cash flow and budgets have increased, each month of that cash flow will increase over time. For the categories of fun and luxury spending, this is all about cash flow management. With the strategies, we also need to be patient. This is why we need to adapt to our current lifestyles. With a strong system of investments over a long time, we can increase our cash flow little by little until it turns something amazing. As I mentioned before, freedom is about peace and contentment. Freedom is about our mindset. Everybody should know that our mind are essential for healthy lifestyle. This is about our minds, bodies, and souls. When we are healthy, we will adapt and suffer less. We are free. Meanwhile, I have mentioned that freedom is about peace and contentment. However, what does this mean? First and foremost, there's a saying, money is the root of all evil. This quote is not terrible, however, it is not the full truth. The quote is a scripture from the Bible. Normally, I have never used a Bible verse for guidance. However, this verse is really impactful for all financial freedom seeker. 1 Timothy 6:10 states, "For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. By craving it, some have wandered away from faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows." With this verse being mentioned, it's logical to say that this is about not being too attached to money. With that being said, the guidance for detachment is from the Buddhist teaching. I want to mention these philosophies because we need to understand and realize many things about ourselves before we seek wealth. Seek out our deepest desires and trauma. Based on the Catholic teaching, these are the 7 deadly sins. They are pride, greed, wrath, envy, gluttony, and sloth. With sins being mentioned, money is like a double-edged sword that can make or break these sins. Money can be an enhancer for these sins. Whether we like it or not, these sins are naturally given to us. This is the reason why many people study philosophy, like Buddhism and Catholicism, to know more about the world and then him or herself. There's a reason why true wealth will take time. True wealth is called generational wealth. It's a wealth that lasts for many generations. While we are in the process of building wealth, we need to also build ourselves into the genuine wealthy people we need to be in the future for the service of our family, communities, nation, and the world.